So this was a thread he made on the 27th. That was 2 days ago. And this was his stance on the boycott France trend and France's strategy. Um, so I'll read through this thread. I'm concerned because hashtag boycott France is trending globally, led by Turkey and Pakistan. My position on blasphemy is clear, but it is no longer about principles, it's about peacemaking. I advise Macron and France pause now and ask why French Muslims feel so alienated and disenfranchised.
Guys, these are the times when you look at all sides and you see people people abandon the army of enlightenment values. Okay? You see people who were anti-Islam activists who end up being actually anti-Muslim activists. You realize that when you are defending Muslims against the stabbings, they abandon you. You see the people that we're saying like we're not gonna retreat when people are intimidating us when it comes to blasphemy, when it comes to not holding back against ideas. You see people promoting retreat. You see that they are also abandoning the army of enlightenment values, right? You see, when people get tribal and everybody's picking a side rather than picking the right ideas, people like become on this side or on that side, and they don't care if these people's free speech or human rights is being violated, or those people's free speech or human rights being violated. Everybody takes their tribe and they all of a sudden abandon the values that they were pretending to protect. These are the times that you recognize how lonely we are. The people that will consistently at defend enlightenment values, no matter who it is that we're defending, whose rights we're defending, whether they're Muslims, not atheists, secularists, blasphemers, and we don't give up on our principles, then you know who our true allies are in this fight for enlightenment values. You think this is the time that we give up on these principles, the principles of freedom of expression, when they're right now being abandoned by everybody on all sides? This is the time that you abandon defending them when these principles need your defense the most? Go fuck yourself, Maajid Nawaz. We need people that are not right now when everybody is cowering back, where everybody is abandoning us. This is the time that we double down. This is the time that we're going to say, no, you don't get to tell us what to say and what not to say. And if we do cower, if we do, he thinks this is peace. This is not an olive branch. This is a white flag. You're waving a white flag. You're surrendering. If you give them this, you show them that this method works. They're stabbing people and beheading them, and you're like, oh, let's make peace with them. Fuck them.
Seriously.
Fuck them. Fuck these people. Fuck these
Mm-hmm.
countries that are
Mm-hmm.
intimidating us. They're killing people, and they're, instead of calling out the people that are doing the killing, they're calling out the cartoonists.
Mm-hmm.
And you want to make peace with these motherfuckers?
Mm-hmm.
They could go fuck themselves. Peacemaking. This is when everybody doubles down. This is when everybody blasphemes. This is what you imagine. That was what I expected from you, was at this time to put on your own blasphemy, your own Muhammad cartoon right now. This is the time that you draw Muhammad, Maajid, and you put it out there.
Mm-hmm. It's
Cowards.
it's unexcusable, and he thinks because he's made his stance clear in the past that this he can equivocate now. Well, let's continue with this thread.
Yeah.
So he quote retweets a video from his radio show LBC, which he talks about condemning this act. And in this video, he also makes clear his principled stance on blasphemy, which is in principle he agrees with it. So just stating that for the record, don't want to take him out of context. We're going to do a full stream on the video later.
Yeah.
But for now, we're just going to talk about what's in this thread.
I just want to say that in principle, right now, it's standing for it's not good enough.
Fucking good enough.
No, right now,
civilians being beheaded in their own fucking communities.
Right. Tactically, you need to blaspheme right now. It's not just principle. In principle, I stand for blasphemy. No, tactically, right now, everybody blasphemes. Everybody blasphemes. Fuck Muhammad. Fuck Muhammad.
Fuck Islam.
Yes.
Okay. Well, no, I didn't read the tweet. So he's saying, sometimes principles need to be parked a bit for peace. This is in danger of getting very out of hand. Understand what I'm saying. We're in a very precarious position. Let's calm it down for now. In case people doubt my principled position, I've done more than most on this. And he includes where he previously did his stance on blasphemy.
Your principles are useless if you don't know when to use them. Moron. Like, this, seriously. Okay, this is when you park your principles. So what good are your principles if when we need them the most, you're going to park them? What the hell? What's the point of having these principles? What message are you sending to the people who are using violence and intimidation tactics? What message are you sending them when you show that you're going to park your principles? What the fuck does that even mean? When you're going to park your principles when they use violence and scare tactics? You know what you're telling them, Maajid? You're telling them, like, hey, good job! Mm-hmm. It works! You win!
You're rewarding them.
You win! You're telling the fucking terrorists that you win! We're not going to defend these principles when you scare us! You're rewarding the terrorists! You're negotiating! You're surrendering to them! Do you think this is going to lower the violence? This is going to increase the violence because they see that it works!
Incentivizing.
This is when you have to show them that if you double down in the face of fear, then their methods backfire. This is why we have a Dry Muhammad Day. Do you think that the war against Christian dominance and violence was won over people that gave up every time the Catholic Church started torturing people? Mm-hmm. Do you think that's how this war was won? God damn it. Anyways, this is basically negotiating with... This is basically giving in to terrorists.
We don't.
This is what these... Yeah. This is why they say you don't negotiate with terrorists.
Okay. Think what you like all, but you haven't spent a life on the front lines of this war like I have.
Fuck you, I have. Fuck you, I have. Fuck you, Maajid, I have. But go on.
I'm a vocal defender of the right to blaspheme and risk my safety providing Charlie Hebdo a voice on my LBC show. Yet even I'm advising a tactical retreat. You will not win like this.
Okay, well, I could tell you the same thing, Maajid. I have spent a lifetime fighting for free speech. I have risked my life fighting for free speech. Mm-hmm. If you think that gives you a street cred, then I could tell you that you could go fuck yourselves and you can retreat if you want. I will not. I will double down.
This is why I love you. Okay. And if I haven't already proven where I stand on this, he quotes again, more context. Still, we need to calm things down.
Okay, so these guys want a cookie because they're saying like beheading is bad and blasphemy is okay. Oh, congratulations, we're getting one of the most easiest questions right, okay? Tactically, you're retreating. Your principles doesn't matter if you don't use them when it counts.